Hey guys, in this tutorial we're going to continue the arrays and we're going to show a little bit more functionality for our arrays. So what we did in previous tutorials is we kind of calculated a summation of all of these numbers, and so that's what we're going to do is we're going to take our array and we're actually going to sum the total of the array amounts that we have. So let's just put in that we have 7 values that are associated to our array. We're going to assign some values to our different array elements there. I think that's 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we got 7 values there. And we're also going to establish a sum variable and also an index variable. And you'll see what where that comes into play here. And so essentially what we want to do is we want to take each one of these values here and we want to sum them. And so what we're going to use in this case is we're going to use a for loop. And if you guys remember from previous tutorials, a for loop has got basically 3 parameters that it executes and validates. And the first being we're going to set our initial variable value. So in this case we're going to set our index, because essentially what we're going to do is our index is going to be what controls the loop as it goes through. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set the condition of our index. So once our index is less than, we'll say 7, because we have a total of 7 here. So if you guys remember, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the value. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So anything less than that, it'll calculate anything at 7 or greater. Obviously the for loop will escape and it won't add any other values, because obviously we don't have any other values at this point. So we've got our condition, and then what we want to do is we want to take our index and we want to add 1 to it each time. So then as it rolls through, it gets closer and closer to 7 and calculates closer and closer all of the elements of our array as well. Alright, so then as we move down through the program statements for this for loop, what we're going to do is we're going to tell the sum to equal the sum plus our array. And in this case what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to add the index value. Alright, so hopefully that makes sense. What we're doing is we're taking the sum. So right now the sum is equal to 0 because we haven't set a value to it. So essentially it's at 0. Our Jedi rank, however, is our array name, and then we're going to take the index value. So in this case, the first index as it goes through the loop is going to be equal to 0. So 0, our array element 0, or position 0, which is going to be 35, is going to be put into this formula, added to the sum, which is going to be 0, and added to our sum variable here to store for the next loop cycle. So we basically have 35 as that loop or program statement completes. Then it's going to move on to the next part of the loop where the index obviously over here increases by 1, so now our index is equal to 1, which is still validated within the condition. 1 is less than 7. So then it goes down here and it says, hey, our sum is now 35 plus Jedi rank or array position 1, because our index is 1, which goes up to our array, and it says, hey, 264 now needs to be added to the sum. So 264 plus the 35 equals our new sum, and it continues through the loop until obviously the condition is proved false. In this case we have less than 7. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to see our results, because I don't really feel like I've accomplished much until I see something that's on screen, and so we're going to print out that sum to the screen as it executes. So essentially what we're going to see is the total summation after this whole for loop executes. So it's going to go through position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, add all those up, and then it's going to print it on the screen for us, saving us having to go Jedi rank 0 plus Jedi rank 1 plus Jedi rank 3, so on and so forth all the way down. Alright, so go ahead and run it. Make sure you get something or a result of whatever you have. In this case ours is 1839, which looks adequate because we have 1400 there. So we have proven that the arrays can save you tons of time, and now we are on to the next tutorial, guys. Hopefully you guys are learning. Drop some comments if you guys have any, or any questions, we'll be happy to take a look and see if we can help you guys out. Catch you guys later.